We begin tonight with a story you'll only see on News 19. Most Huntsville City Council meetings do not include video of semi-nude dancing or discussion about the rules surrounding it. But those issues took center stage with the future of a longtime Huntsville restaurant and club hanging in the balance. The city of Huntsville wants to take away the business license from owners of the Hideaway Bar and Grill for 3 years. News 19's chief investigative reporter Brian Lawson joins us now to explain why.
All right, the city says the owners allowed strippers to dance in the club. Huntsville's attorney says a month-long undercover investigation found the business knowingly violated criminal law and constitutes a nuisance. The city wants to revoke their business license and bar any new license for 3 years, but the business owners say they made a mistake based on bad advice. We do want to let you know there are some graphic images in the story that we've blurred for television.
You could see at every corner, every place around that bar, in the back wall, there were piles of money laying on the floor. Each pile of money represented another dance. And that's what they were doing at least every Monday, if not other days during the week. I think that's far outside their business license. That was for a restaurant and liquor sales.
During Thursday's public hearing, videos of partially nude women dancing were shown. The videos were shot by undercover officers, and a topless woman can be seen. The owners, Joe Dennis and his wife, say their business is a bar and restaurant, but they'd hired a promoter who assured them if the dancers were partially covered, that was acceptable under the law.
During those times, I did hire a promoter who promoted that day, who promoted those days. He assured me during the conversation that we had that as long as they wore this or wore that everything was okay with that.
A video clip showed Dennis discussing dancers and alcohol. State law requires some body cover-up of dancers in bars that sell alcohol, but the undercover officer said the women were not always covered up.
Didn't have to ask any of the women to come up to me and start dancing. They were on their own activities. You can show in the second video that the female removed her mesh clothing.
Dennis said he fired everybody involved once he became aware of the law during a police club check. The couple told the council they bought the business 3 years ago and they've worked hard to improve its reputation. Dennis has lived in North Alabama for 16 years. He's an electrical engineer by trade.
I don't have a record. I hold a secret clearance. I've held TS clearances. I've held ComSec clearances. I've worked overseas for our government and to aid other governments. I've been doing defense work, or electrical defense work, since 2001.
Councilwoman Jenny Robinson questioned why they didn't look up the law themselves and asked Joe Dennis about the dancing.
When you sat there and saw them remove their clothing and remove the pasties and dance for money, did you try to stop them?
I did not see her taking off anything. When I'm walking around there, they're clothed.
The couple's friend, a local faith leader, said he would never condone bad behavior and suggested they were misled by the promoter.
So I guess it's almost like a table of penalties. Does the penalties fit the crime? Is there any redemption, if you will? And I'm just asking the council to take a look at it from that perspective.
As the hearing wound down, Robinson had seen enough. She followed up with Officer Lohman.
So what we have then is evidence that the girls were stripping, they were doing it in exchange for money.
Correct.
That is a clear violation of the Alabama Obscenity Code.
Correct.
And that's why the license is being revoked, not because of complaints from people, but you saw the evidence of it.
Correct.
Right there. Thank you.
Dennis said he and his wife poured their time and money into trying to run a good business.
I don't want my business to be destroyed off of one mistake. And I do ask for that mercy. And I am the best citizen that I know how to be.
Council members David Little and Robinson were ready to vote on the issue Thursday. Council members John Meredith, Michelle Watkins, and Bill Kling said they wanted more time.
I need a little bit more information. I actually think 3 years, given this scenario, might be a bit harsh.
In a 3-2 vote, the council said it would wait until December 19th to make its decision. Joe Dennis is also facing a violation of obscenity law charge stemming from the Huntsville Police Department investigation. Tamiko?